Hi guys, it is a blah, nasty, gray, depressing day here in the end times in South Austin, Texas. We have made it to Wednesday morning. Oops.
Your work called. They got the trees in. They need you early.
Do you hear that? They got the trees in. They need me early. All right, I'm doing a story. Shakespeare, did you read this thing that 100 brains, including Charles Whitman's brain,
Right.
have disappeared
Really?
from the lab? Someone
Really? No
someone
shit.
stole 100.
Holy
They
guacamole.
think that someone may have taken the brains. What do you think? Do you think the brains got up and walked away?
You know, somebody like Charles Whitman's brain, you never can tell. You know, I checked the UT tower.
Yeah, he's probably,
checked the
really,
tower.
probably crawled back
Yeah.
up to the top. He's probably lobbing the other 99 brains.
Did they keep those brains alive? Or did they keep them in formaldehyde?
I
What was the
think they're in formaldehyde.
formaldehyde? Yeah, you know, brains in formaldehyde. You never know what's going to happen, because that's probably the first time in history that we've had a brain that long in formaldehyde. So who knows what can happen to the human brain when it's in formaldehyde.
All you got to do is open up the mainstream media news, and you can see what happens to the human brain when it's been in formaldehyde for too long. And as evidenced
You
by
crack
this,
one open anytime.
really as evidenced by this story right here. All right, I'm going to do this rant, and then I will head to the Christmas tree lot to unload a truck. Anyway, you see what I have to deal with, guys. All right, but anyway, you probably heard what I'm here to talk about. This is Texas in the news, Austin, Texas in the news. With this story from Associated Press here, about 100 brains missing from University of Texas. Yeah, Austin, Texas. The University of Texas at Austin is missing about 100 brains. About half of these brains the university had in a collection of brains preserved in jars of formaldehyde. And one of those missing brains is believed to have belonged to clock tower sniper Charles Whitman, and you gotta love this quote. This is from a professor. This is the level of professors we're hiring here at the University of Texas. This is psychology professor Tim Schallert, co-curator of the collection. Quote, "We think somebody may have taken the brains, but we don't know it all for sure." Okay. All right, we have 100 brains in jars of formaldehyde that have disappeared from the lab at University of Texas today, and the psychology professors think that someone may have taken them, but do not know at all for sure whether somebody took the brains. Particularly with this Charles Whitman, who comes to mind is Igor. Remember Marty Feldman's role in Young Frankenstein, one of the absolute classic Hollywood roles of history. Marty Feldman, I think, didn't he get the Academy Award and he died right after that? Anyway, remember the Abby Normal brain? That would be the Charles Whitman brain, as my buddy Shakespeare suggested, looking for it at the top of the Texas Tower. Okay, so then they interviewed the other co-curator, psychology professor Lawrence Cormack. His opinion, quote, "It is entirely possible that word got around among undergraduates and people started swiping the brains for their living rooms or Halloween pranks." There you go. I think every living room in Austin, Texas needs a new brain. Yep, I have no doubt that is a true statement. And